Good morning, Bach. Today's the 13th of January, 2021. I'm Neve Ibrahim.
I'm Lennon Sanford.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Originally, officials had predicted a double pandemic. COVID cases are rising as well as the approaching flu season, so with hospitals already at full capacity, health professionals were buckling down for an intense storm. Now, mid-January, officials are noticing decreasing influenza activity in both the United States and around the world. According to the CDC, this decrease comes with a decline of traveling and the increase of social distancing.
To kick off a fresh start of 2020, we can reward ourselves with a yearly dose of fair fun, but this year it's going to be a little different. The standard South Florida Fair is going to be replaced with what organizers are calling the South Florida Mini Fair. From January 15th to the 31st, attendees will get to enjoy fair food, live music, livestock shows, and a small array of rides. Ticket prices and more information will be listed on their website, southfloridafair.com.
Due to the coronavirus, the yearbook staff has had to adapt to a new manner of productivity in order to get you your yearbook this year. While some students attend classes in person and others attend virtually, they're working together to change the layout and design of the yearbook. The staff is working through Google Meets and shared Google Docs to complete each spread's planning process. Yearbook advisor Ms. Chwalik explains more about this year's book and the changes being made.
This is really going to be a book that people look back on to remember how different I think this year was from all the others. So we're trying to adjust how we cover everything by having students help us out, and we're also cutting ourselves a break by changing up the order of the yearbook. So it's going to look a little bit different this year than it usually does.
In order to contribute your photos to this year's yearbook, visit yearbookforever.com or upload through the app Yearbook Snap with the access code STAR. Now to Finn for a recap of 2020.
2020 has been one wild year. It's affected everyone somehow in some way, so let's relive it in 60 seconds. First, there were wildfires that rampaged all over Australia, burning tens of millions of acres. The basketball legend Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter accident. Then the threat of literal war hung over our heads, followed by the thing that has probably changed our lives forever, the global COVID-19 pandemic. While being in lockdown for almost 10 months now, the mania has not stopped. Asian giant hornets, better known as murder hornets, got into the U.S. somehow. Racial justice protests spiked after the complete injustice that was George Floyd's death, and they are continuing into this year. 2020 had a record-breaking hurricane season, with 30 identified storms rampaging across the world. The 2020 election was one to remember. Around 100 million people voted in this election, and many states have changed colors. 2020 will always be remembered, mostly as the worst year ever. I'm glad to be moving on and looking forward to new beginnings. Back to you, London.
Our newspaper staff has created a holiday edition of the Portfolio. To view this mini edition, go to our Edmodo page for the link. That's all we have for you today. I'm Lennon Sanford.
And I'm Neve Ibrahim. You miss a day, you miss a lot.